What is going on? All right. It wasn't terrible yesterday. Definitely slower than it's been past few days. I did not have a sale from 3 o'clock until 7 p.m., which is a weird gap in time. I know that Thursday is scheduled maintenance day over at the eBays, so I think that may have had something to do with it. Only 5 postcards sold, so let's look at those. Here we have a costly error. It's a photo from one of the, or not a photo, an image from one of the newspapers. James Dewey. James Dewey. Well, this one's been in the store for a while, sold for $5. This is Claylock Beach in Washington State on the Olympic Peninsula here out on the coast. I have been there when I was very little. All I remember is the lighthouse, and it's the first place I ever had a Twinkie. So there you have it. A little bit of Washington State Jackass retro history. The site where I first had a Twinkie. Linen postcard, Saginaw, Michigan, United States Post Office. Very cool looking, sort of like painted lady style house, but a post office. Not big money, $4.46. Here's Wisconsin, the Circus World Museum in Baraboo. It's the France organ car or band car, $3.55. And finally, aerial view of Pitt Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Sold for $4.46. And them's the postcards. That was it. Not going to be super long. Unfortunately, there is, I'm pretty sure we're just rained out today from any hope of yard sale. I didn't see any church sales, no real estate sales worth the drive. Which is fine. I've got a garage full of stuff from the garage full of stuff down the street. And I'm like neck deep in getting my house cleaned. So there's that. So the plan today is I've got a few photos to take. Still 1 ounce. Right, yeah. A few photos to take and get a few things up real quick. Continue with cleaning. I may do just a last minute check for some estate sales nearby. See if anything pops up late in the game. Sometimes that happens, but it's kind of gross out there, so I'm not, no high hopes. Oops, that's not the one. Gross. Oh, that's glad I saw that. That could have messed me up. I've got same first name, same spelling. Okay, the last names are the Lezon and Dixon. They look almost exactly the same. I could have messed that up real easy. Okay. All right. Well, that's the postcards. That was quick and easy. Definitely not a ton of stuff going out compared to yesterday, but still some good stuff. Value Village, it was closed, but why is Value Village closed? All right, so speaking of the garage of many things, this is one of the things. It is a Starrett compass caliper. I find these things all the time. They always sell well. It's been a little while since I've had them, but $17.95. And I don't think I have that much into it. I think this was part of the $100 buy, so I might have $2 into it. Either that or it came out of the free stuff, which is also possible. But I think this is part of the stuff I actually bought. Good Friday is not a holiday. Not in the U.S. Except for like your, St. Vincent de Paul's and Salvation Armies, and it's Good Friday is pretty much just a Catholic holiday, right? I don't think like evangelists and etc. celebrate the same way. I don't know. Talking out my ass. Sold this year Eddie Bauer belt. Don't know where I got it. I think I got this in the free stuff. Genuine leather. It's one of these, remember in the 90s, all the bros wore the weave belt with the extra long thing that went down? That's what it is. $17.95. That ain't half bad. All I know is that the church parking lot next to my house will be completely filled and emptied 3 or 4 times over the next couple of days. All right. Next, sold a pennant. Medium size. This is for Lind High School in Washington State. And it is old. We're just going to ship it carefully in a poly bag and a box. All right. Sold another Ninja Turtle. Shredder. This is from the movie. Bought last weekend. Sold for $30. I think I don't have to be too careful on my... We're going to be under an ounce. No problemo. Sold a Lionel train engine. Bada boom. Right there. It's a heavy little son bitch. Sold for $47.45. Texas. All right. Right there. I don't know if we're going to make it here. We might. Oh, we're close. Illegal. So close. I think I'm going to have to take off the top here. It's too much material. I might do it for the pad. We're close enough there. It might actually work. Like half an inch off. Look at that. That's all just extra. Doesn't need to be there. Much closer there, but that's still not going to happen. Well, it ain't pretty, but it'll get there. I'll just do one more. Yeah, I mean, I opted to split this up because the transformer was shot. So I'm like, well, I mean, I could maybe sell the whole train, but the caboose was messed up, and like, I'm just gonna sell this one car at a time, make my money on the cool car and the engine, and then piece out the rest. And I got all my money back on the curb track that sold, so I'm fine with that. This thing's pretty cool. This came out of that box with the pocket knives and all this stuff. It's an industrial counter. And there was only one other one, I think, on eBay when I listed it. And I'm like, well, this is a kind of rare thing. I can either price up and wait for somebody to sell it, or price it right and sell it quickly, but it fully works. Which is cool. I have no idea how to spool it back, but it's kind of neat. Sold for $14.20. And that was in free stuff, so I honestly expected that to take a bit longer to sell, but hey, I'll take it. Sold a wrench for $10.95. It's a proto half-inch combination. Another nice little sale. That was when I was listing all my tools. Vintage fitted, yeah, totally. All right. And then sold 2 records. All right. These. first record was Olivia Newton-John with Soul Kiss, what it says on there. ONJ has been a consistent seller for quite some time. Do I remove rust from my tools? Sometimes. Not always. I do remove sometimes tarnish and stuff from other things. I actually have so right now I am working on, I shouldn't say working, it's not an active process so much. Pie tins. I got a bunch of vintage pie tins out of the garage down the street. I've sold pie tins before. They usually do pretty good. But I got them all, and they were all kind of crusty like this. Right? Look at that one. Got all the marker and shit like that on the bottom. But I soak them in Barkeeper's Friend and periodically go and do a polish. Sometimes get a little fine grit sandpaper in there. Something's really stubborn, and they're not all going to end up like this, but they'll end up a lot better than this. So stuff like that I'll work up, and basically what I do is I just fill a tub with Barkeeper's Friend and water and just let it soak. And if I'm in the kitchen just waiting for food to cook or whatever, just start cleaning stuff off, kill two birds, and slowly work through it. And at the end I'll have a bunch of sellable pie tabs. So I do the same thing with tools. I'll do it with pocket knives. It really just depends on what it is. So I don't, so like there was a lot that I sold of like vintage wrenches. They were all like forged steel. So for those, I did not do anything. But I do have, like, right now, again, like, small projects all over the place, but some axe and hatchet blades that I will remove the rust from. And one of the best ways that I know how to do it, and I've been doing it this way for a very long time, is I actually use electrolysis for rust removal, and it's actually pretty easy. All you basically need is a trickle charger, battery charger, a bucket, and an electrolytic solution. And for my electrolytic solution, I just use a mix of OxyClean and water. OxyClean will actually make an electrolytic solution. And then you need a piece of sacramental metal or steel. iron or steel, really. And basically, it's something that'll pull all the rust, and you don't care about ruining. All right, I'm just going to ship this. Oh, and if you're doing electrolysis, do it outside because it makes bad for you fumes. The other album that sold, Public Enemy, Give It Up, 12-inch single. Been in the store for a while, since last year. Nope, longer than that. Didn't even have a SKU. So probably since 2021. So $8 on that bad boy. And this is our last package. Yeah, I've tried Evapo-Rust, and it's good at rust removal, but it like discolors whatever you're using, especially forged steel. You got to be careful with forged steel and chemicals. That said, the nice thing about forged steel is you can go at it with some like 200 grit or 100 grit sandpaper, and you're not going to damage it. You can sandpaper the fuck out of that shit, and the steel is always going to be harder than the sandpaper. But it'll get the rust off. All right. Well, that, folks, I believe is that. We shipped the things we shipped, and all the shipping things we shipped. Maybe back tomorrow, maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see. If not, hope you all have a great weekend. We will catch you on the Flippy Flop. Peace out, bye.